What's up, Sagittarius Collective? Thank you for joining me for your end of year reading. My name is Keita. If it's your first time joining me, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome. Speaking of which, I woke up this morning and I had like a good 30 some odd new subscribers. So, what's up to y'all? And after I finished the last reading, which was the Scorpio reading, I went to upload the reading and I got like a good 30 more. So let's keep the party going, okay? Because y'all about to have me at 1,000 subscribers by the new year, and I ain't mad at it. It's been a long time coming. So welcome to the tribe. Right now I'm in the midst of a round of end of year readings, and so we're gonna get right into it. When I finish this, I'm going to go live on Instagram to talk about the numerology of 2025. So by the time I upload this, y'all probably won't have been able to catch the live, but I don't know. I posted it on the community board, so maybe y'all will have. But also, I'm hoping to be able to get the playback and post it on YouTube, so you may be able to access it that way. But when I was getting ready to do you all's reading, I was picking up my tarot deck, and the Ace of Swords card fell on the table, and it, I'm trying not to say it the hood way, spunt. The card spunt around, and so the Ace of Swords was in reverse. This reading is about us reflecting about what you all have experienced in 2024, and that reflection providing some insight into what you can expect in 2025 or where you are now, right? That is a big misconception about reading cards, because people think it's all about telling the future. Sometimes getting a card reading can just help you get clarity about what the fuck you got going on right now, right? So it'll be a bit of that as well. Take it how it resonates. Should you watch this reading and it's not around the new year, it's a 3-4 months from now, 4 or 5 years from now, if the message resonates, it's the message for you, right? So I've seen 111 and also 234, which tells me there's some new beginnings unfolding for you guys, and also some moving forward toward more safety, security, and stability. But with that Ace of Swords that went in reverse, that told me that something about 2024 was you guys learning the truth about some things, seeing clearly where there was some illusion, or maybe not being honest with yourself and learning to be more authentic, or having a mental breakthrough about some things. But that Ace of Swords was in reverse, which often speaks to me about like tripping up on your own sword, so to speak, thinking you know some shit and coming to find out you don't know it all, right? But we're gonna get into it, see what message wants to come forward for the Sagittarius collective at this time. And 2 cards fell on the table, and they fell out in the upright. And we got some more sword energy coming out here. It's 3 cards and not 2. One of them was just hiding behind the other. So we have Temperance, which is about alchemy. Temperance can also speak to moderation, having balance, patience, bringing harmony to a situation, taking the middle path. And with Temperance here, you can see there's an angel here who's pouring water from one vessel to another, and has one foot on the earth and another foot in the water, which speaks to our experience here on earth, where we are having both a spiritual and human experience. The human experience being represented by the foot on the earth, and the spiritual experience being represented by the water. But this Temperance energy is coupled with this 2 of Wands energy. So the 2 of Wands often speaks to like a desire for and for partnership, and that desire being the thing that influences planning and looking ahead, like taking assessment of what you have and then looking ahead passionately towards a new beginning. I told you I saw 111. And this person has a world in his hand, because in essence, that's exactly what it is. Like knowing that you have the world in your hand. You just need to pick where you want to go and how you want to go about it and who you want to go about it with, right? So this is talking about some healing and patience as it relates to partnering with a King of Swords energy. Somebody this is either you in a romantic connection or you in a, as it relates to business, but partnership in some way, like wanting to put your energy towards a connection with someone, because Two of Wands is all about energy, passion, fire, right? But also activation. So somebody has had to wait patiently while some things have been alchemized to align them with a King of Swords. A King of Swords being somebody who, he's clear on what he wants. He's thought about it. But he's not the most emotionally expressive. He can also be very calculating. So this is somebody who's possibly planning to come forward with an offer of some sort, partnership, love, whatever, but they got their poker face on. Look at him. He definitely has a strong poker face. It does not mean that he does not feel, but he does not express how he feels. This man knows the truth of a situation, but amidst the healing that has been taking place, this is something that has taken a long time. So this is either y'all or somebody that you're involved with who acting like they don't want to partner with you in some way, or they're giving you mixed signals. They act like it one day and then they don't, or they act like in 1 minute and they don't, right? And it's required some patience on your part and unbeknownst to you on their part too. Because the Two of Wands being in the middle, they want what you want. But y'all don't know that because you have not had that conversation, right? With Temperance, the divine has been bringing this together. And it has taken some patience, some healing, some alchemizing, taking some old wounding and some toxic behaviors and some old or common experiences and transmuting those energies into wisdom, into power, into healing. So that's dope. At the top of the deck, we have, I picked up 2 cards. So you got, I knew it, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. This is new love. This is romance. And this is also self-love. So because of the healing that is taking place, someone has a healthier awareness, sense of self-love, right? And now that their cup runneth over, they got enough in their cup and some spilling over to give somebody else. They want to give, and they want to give reciprocally with the 6 of Pentacles. They want to be generous and give, to participate in equal give and take in a situation. And not only equal give and take, I'm also hearing to be of service. This may, if this resonates with you, you may also resonate with the Scorpio reading that I did right before this one, where there is a strong air of divine mission and service amongst a couple, right? But with the Ace of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles, like this is wanting to give and wanting to give from the heart and be of service and give equally in a situation that has taken quite a bit of healing and patience and just taking things slow and in moderation. And for one or the other, it has seemed like no progress has been taking place, because with temperance, that's often things taking place etherically as well as in the physical, so you don't see the full manifestation of the work that's being done, because it's the cake that ain't ready to come out the oven yet. That's why I take patience. This is one of those situations that's not that microwave type of love. It ain't a speed dating situation. This is like slow cooker, gotta be in the oven for a while type of hearty meal that fills you up type love. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that would be worthwhile. And with Ace of Cups and Six of Pentacles at the top of the deck, let's see what's at the bottom. The Nine of Pentacles. Freedom, independence, sovereignty. Standing on your own and setting the standard. Luxury. For some of you just saw 1111. This may even be travel of some kind. But it's by way of this love energy and this giving. So it's giving like a gift. Somebody's being like given a gift or rewarded a gift by a King of Swords. And if it's reciprocal, this King of Swords has had to have received something of value from this person whom he now wants to give a gift to. Nine of Pentacles on the receiving end. With this luxurious, independent experience. Like, this is a woman who has put in that work and is receiving the fruits of her labor, the reward and the harvest of seeds planted. So I don't know what end of this spectrum y'all are on, but as soon as I set these cards down, I saw the High Priestess. The cards shifted and the High Priestess peeked out. So this Nine of Pentacles, she may be a High Priestess who has given her time, energy, shared her gifts in some way with the King of Swords, and is being rewarded with this temperance. She's helped him to heal in some way, and that has taken time. And then with that Ace of Swords reversed, she didn't know it. She didn't have mental cognition. Maybe intuitively she knew. You know what I'm saying? The depth of the connection and the work that she was doing was helping him to heal, but it had not been confirmed in the physical until now, when he presents this loving offer of reciprocity, shifting her. If she's already in the Nine of Pentacles energy, he's adding to that, because this is some kind of gift or reciprocity. So yeah, as we're reflecting on 2024, up to now, the journey has been pouring into somebody being the light in some way, contributing to their healing, and this person wants to partner, but they have not been forthcoming with that information. And with this Two of Wands, that partnering, if it ain't something as big as living a life together or a committed monogamous relationship or something like that, it's looking like a trip or some kind of like well thought out date or something like that, because you got this Two of Wands and got the world in his hand, and then you got that Nine of Pentacles, and she represents a nice ass vacation, right? Recreation, some downtime. I'm going to clarify this message with the Moonology Manifestation deck, as tomorrow, December 30th, we have a new moon in Capricorn. So let's see here, Spirit. Please clarify the message that's coming forward here for the Sagittarius collective at this time. Y'all's reading is really straightforward. Somebody done put in that work. Be proud of yourself. Last quarter moon in Taurus. And this being a last quarter moon, this is like literally, I always say, I put more stock, time, energy, effort into commemorating, celebrating the spring equinox, which happens to be on or around my birthday. And so for me, New Year's Eve, the holidays, all of that, December, that's the fourth quarter for me. You know what I'm saying? Of the year. If spring is the new year, right? So I start being fourth quarter focused and thinking about the upcoming new cycle, what I want to manifest in the spring. And so that being the case, for me, this time of year, December, the Gregorian calendar's new year is the last quarter of the cycle for me. And here we are with a last quarter moon in Taurus, because you have grounded and you are grounding something to be very proud of. Up to this point, you put in some work that you should be very proud of. And this person, this situation revealing itself is going to reveal just how much of an influence that High Priestess, Nine of Pentacles energy has had on their healing, their patience, their kindness, their grace, their generosity, their knowledge and wisdom, their presence, their light in some way has been something to be proud of. But if you're that person, you're going to see it. So look forward to it. Have that expectancy and trust the universe. First quarter moon in Aquarius. And with all this purple, that's even further speaking to that High Priestess, third eye, intuitive amethyst energy that is coming forward. And with first quarter moon in Aquarius, that's like a new beginning, the first quarter of a cycle. So you got the last quarter moon in Taurus and the first quarter moon in Aquarius. And for some, this is a new beginning for someone on their healing journey, on their path of enlightenment. Or as I just saw on my bookshelf, this book that I have by Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a world-renowned Buddhist. I think he was a monk, but I follow a lot of his teachings, and I've collected his books. And the name of that book is The Path of Emancipation. And that stood out to me, and now I know why. But somebody has been on the path of emancipation. I need to go get that book and do bibliomancy with it instead of what I was going to do, which is the mystic path to cosmic power. Hopefully I'll remember when we finish. But yeah, this person has started on a journey of enlightenment, the path of awakening, the path of emancipation, and they're learning to trust the universe more instead of being in their head and being so logical and not emotionally expressive, by way of the influence of that High Priestess. They've tapped into their third eye. The crown chakra is open, and they're now trusting the universe more, opposed to relying on material things and their own logic. So that is dope, and that is why the person on the receiving end of this blessing that is coming on needs to be proud of themselves. But not only should they be proud of themselves, the individual who's on this this new path of discovery should be proud of themselves as well, because that takes work. This individual is learning to practice gratitude. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius. So that's y'all's energy showing up in the reading, as the journey up to this point has hopefully taught you to practice gratitude, opposed to counting all of the things that you could complain about. Being grateful for what you have, whom you have, what experiences you've had, the blessing of having, no matter how hard they were, getting the lesson that they were meant to teach you, being grateful for the healing modalities that are available to help you move through your trauma and your pain, being grateful for those who are available to provide support and service, being grateful for your gifts that you're able to provide support and service to others from, just being grateful for the multitude of abundance and blessings that the universe has provided for us, amidst trusting the universe, trusting that things are working out in your favor. with the last quarter moon in Sagittarius. Practice gratitude. One great way to practice gratitude is to, when you wake up in the morning, before you utter any other words, just say thank you. Thank God for a new day. Say thank you, or keep a journal next to your bed on the nightstand and write down 5 things that you're grateful for. Whenever you find yourself complaining, being mindful and present enough to shift your consciousness to, okay, what about this can I be grateful for? You know what I'm saying? Because it is said that whatever it is that you show gratitude for, you multiply that. You get back more to be grateful for when you express gratitude for something, when you feel gratitude for something. And that gratitude is driving somebody to go for it. New moon in Aries. And they're going to go for it, take some kind of more aggressive action instead of this King of Swords energy of just sitting, thinking, stewing, planning, but not acting, right? It's gonna be go time. We go for it. You have this first quarter moon in Leo. Be humble. No longer moving in ego, but through humility. I love this for y'all. I'm gonna go get the path to emancipation, and I'll be back. Just to show y'all, I have not read this book, but I've had it for a few years. It's got dust on it. So I gotta dust that thing out. And this is going to be our closing message. I'm gonna start doing bibliomancy with my books more often. It's really started to make sense as to why at one point going to the bookstore was my safe space. I would go in there and put my phone in the little handheld cubby thingy, and I would not look at it until I left. Like, I fuck that phone. Anybody that wanted to talk to me at that point, I had to catch them when I left, right? Call them back or whatever, because that was my time. And I would go in there, put the phone in a little caddy, and I had my certain sections that I would go to. So I would go to like the spirituality, religion section, and new age section, which had more metaphysical books. I go to like the black history section and the black authors. I would go to the world history and like philosophy type section. Then they had a section that had like health and fitness and nutrition books, and I had certain areas that I would hit before I left. Y'all, I would be in that store for over an hour. And then one day I didn't go for a while because I looked around and I was like, yo, don't you buy now another fucking book, bro. Like, you got all the fucking books. You don't need another book. Read some of the shit you got. I just enjoyed the feeling that I had in there exploring, right? And I went one day after having not gone for a long time, and it was closed. When I say my heart was broken, I was like, why? Who would do this to me? Where'd it go? Did they move? But it also pushed me to utilize the books that I have. And so being led to use bibliomancy from different books really makes sense of why I was cultivating my library in that way and collecting all them damn books. Another thing that contributed to that is at the time when I started doing it as a practice, I was in the doctoral program, and I was just so looking forward to, okay, when I finish this doctoral program, reading all this shit that they making me read, I'm just looking forward to reading stuff that I want to read, and I already have it, right? Anyway, I'm going to close us out with a message from Thich Nhat Hanh's The Path of Emancipation for the Sagittarius Collective. Oh, I didn't see what was at the top and the bottom of the deck. Wait a minute. Slow down. Slow down, low down. Okay. Top of the deck, we have First quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. That was this temperance healing that was taking place. That alchemy that was taking place. Because in order to better align with this partnership, somebody had to release some of the things that was blocking the flow of abundance and love and generosity and in expression in this relationship. So anything that was blocking this connection from taking from grounding, the divine and the angels had to step in and intervene to bring forth this healing. And for many of you, some of that took place through this high priestess energy. So that does not say that this king of swords is the only one that was doing the healing in the connection, though. It appears that this masculine energy, this king of swords energy, is just more in the beginning of the journey, opposed to where the high priestess may be a bit more well versed in things of an esoteric, metaphysical, spiritual nature. So you got release your blocks at the top, and that may be one of the things that was intimidating in this situation. That was a block. This person may have saw that as a negative instead of a positive. You know what I'm saying? But there had to have been a shift, because now this person is grateful and wants to give to the situation, and that comes from appreciating the dynamic for what it is instead of complaining about what it ain't, or not valuing what it is. Bottom of the deck, attend to the details. Yep. Last quarter moon in Virgo. There are some very particular things that in this coming year are going to be discussed. There is some planning to take place and some things that have already been envisioned. And the next leg of the journey is going to be one of revelation and also further manifestation. The foundation has been laid, but there's going to be some particulars, some specifics to be worked on to strengthen the foundation and what is being built from this situation. And part of the details is just getting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Calling a thing and moving forward from there about what is to take place moving forward. So y'all got that to look forward to. Attending to the details, going like in the Scorpio reading, going deeper and actually talking about some of the specifics of the connection, where it's going, where it's been, but getting to some of the particulars. Now I can close this message out with this reading out with a message from the path of emancipation. I'm feeling something in my higher heart, but also in my throat. And the page that I turned to is page 100. I told you it's a new beginning. I'm going to start from the beginning of this sentence. Flower watering should be authentic and based on the truth. You only say things that you believe to be true. When you see the positive seed in the other person, you express it. Darling, I see a wonderful seed in you. That seed can bring you and many people happiness. If she does not practice, she does not know that the seed is in her. You can help her to water that seed. You recognize the seed and tell her that it is very precious. She is happy and so are you. I remember when we were celebrating Wesak, the Buddha's birthday, in the lower hamlet in Plum Village. There were many couples and families there for Bordeaux and Toulouse. During the Dharma talk, when I was given instructions on how to water positive seeds, I noticed a lady crying in the audience. After walking meditation, I approached her husband and simply said, "Dear friend, your flower needs to be watered." He listened, and on the drive home to Bordeaux, which takes about an hour and a half, he practiced flower watering. By the time they arrived in Bordeaux, she was completely transformed into a joyful and happy person. He knew the teaching but was not practicing. He needed someone to remind him to practice. He practiced for an hour and a half, and the situation changed. Flower watering is not difficult. You need only be sincere. You know that you are responsible for the person you love. He may be your father, your son, or your brother. She may be your mother, your daughter, or your sister. Happiness is not an individual matter. If the person you love is not happy, there is no way that you can be happy. That is why we practice. We bring back the smile to our loved one's face. Okay, now that is reminding me of this song by D'Angelo. I'm going to come back to it. I found my smile again. I found my smile again. You made me find my smile again. Oh my God, why can't I think of the words? Okay, I'm gonna try to remember to come back to it. We bring back the smile to our loved one's face. We can do it. We have lived with her for a long time and know her weaknesses, strengths, and positive seeds. Why hesitate? Touch the positive, not the negative things in each other. Your well-being is crucial for the stability and happiness of the people around you. Sometimes the person you love is in a contemplative mood. She is absorbed in her sorrow and worries, allowing them to overwhelm her. You can't just leave her. You have to release her from her self-imprisonment. You can say, "A penny for your thoughts, my darling. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Are you watering your negative seeds? That's not healthy for you or me. So please don't." Sometimes you don't need to ask. You just practice flower watering and release her from that state of being. You take good care of her, and she will take good care of you. If you sink into a state of sorrow and allow yourself to be overwhelmed, she will try to help you. This is the art that we have to develop. Y'all, this is making me emotional. I'm getting teary-eyed. Psychotherapists should master flower watering so they can help their clients restore their balance. Their clients can go home and practice with their family members. But first, therapists have to apply this discipline to themselves, to their own lives, before they can really help other people. A therapist can also be a Dharma teacher by living and sharing the Dharma in this way. Oh, this is so pulling on my heartstrings. For one, I attest to the fact that if you're one who wants to help people, you have to apply those healing tools, the affirming and all of that to yourself. Like, you gotta love on you so that, again, when you give from your overflow, your cup runneth over, you have that love to give others. So whatever it is that you practice for self-love and self-care and keeping your vibes high, you want to do that so that you have firsthand experience when you're teaching it and using it to help heal other people. How you gonna pour into other people and speak life into them? You don't speak life into yourself. You talk down on yourself. And then I think we talked about these individuals like coming together, and when it comes to exploring the details, talking about the past. But it says, touching the past. A young man came from America to visit us in Plum Village. One day he asked to write down his mother's beautiful qualities. Other people were also given the assignment. Richard did not believe that he could write more than 3 lines. He said, "My father has many good qualities, but not my mother." However, he practiced like the others, and to his surprise discovered after a few days that the list had grown quite long. I think his mother had at one time made Richard suffer, and that suffering prevented him from seeing her other wonderful qualities. Let us think again of the image of the dying tree. When you see one tree dying in your garden, you may think that all the trees are dying, and this is not true. We are often caught up in our perceptions. This is not wise. We have to be objective and touch all aspects of reality. We mustn't allow one aspect to prevent us from seeing the whole picture. We have to explore the duality. I have people in my life whom I've drawn firm boundaries with, whom I don't pour my time and energy into because of some of the low vibe energy they bring to my life, or how toxic the connection is. But I don't negate the positives. I don't negate the light, because there's duality in everything, and no one person is completely shit, right? With the support of the Sangha, Richard completed the exercise. Afterwards, as part of the assignment, he wrote his mother a very sweet, healing letter saying how proud he was to have a mother like her. Richard's wife told him that when his mother received the letter, she was incredibly moved. Richard had never talked to his mother with such loving words before. She had found a new son, born of the Dharma, full of understanding and love, and Richard had found a new mother. The new mother was born from Richard's deep looking. When he practiced deep looking, his true mother began to reveal herself to him. I love that. This speaks a lot to the message that's coming out here, as somebody has had help along their healing journey. They've been poured into and now want to pour back and cultivate a loving connection through reciprocity. So I hope this message found y'all well. Before I close us out, because I was sure about to bid y'all farewell and salutations and all that good shit, I'm going to look up the words to D'Angelo's Smile. Found my smile, or something like that. Smile again. I don't know. I found my smile again lyrics. Okay. The chorus is, I found my smile again. You helped me find my smile again. I don't know what it is that you're doing. All I know is, baby, that you're sure enough doing it good. And you look at me and my heart just starts the moving. I haven't felt like this in a while. Girl, I want to thank you for helping me find my smile. So then there's the lyrics again. And oh, that's it. He constantly sings, I found my smile again. Honey, baby, got me smiling. I found my smile again. So yeah, this is somebody who, by way of somebody's healing presence, patience, nourishment, nurturance, grace, faith in them, affirmation, has found their smile again, and they want to pour back into this individual. This is beautiful, and they want to attend to the details of this connection. I hope this message found y'all well. If it didn't find you well, I hope that it leaves you well. I hope something was said that has blessed your heart. And if you are needing a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you'd like to donate, that information is in the description box as well. But until next time, y'all, peace.